YouTube, my name is Andressa. Welcome back to my channel. Oi YouTube, meu nome é Andressa. Bem-vinda ao meu canal. Today guys, I'm going to be showing you some variations of glute bridges and hip thrusters. Literally the best exercises for you to do if you want to grow your glutes and if you want to really isolate them, okay? And these exercises can be done at the gym as well with weights, but if you don't have access to a gym, you can do these at home. I'm going to be demonstrating the workouts with her, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Like when you stand.
Okay. So for this exercise, what you want to do is you want to keep your back flat on the ground. But you can put your hands down on the ground to help you as well. And then, right, basically these are called glute bridges. So you're going to raise your glutes up, squeeze, and make sure that you also tighten your core, because this also can work your core if you know how to, if you're doing the proper form, okay? So she's going to squeeze, go back down. You want to make sure that when you go back down, that your back is flat on the ground, okay? So up, squeeze, down, squeeze, flex your glutes. I say squeeze, but flex your glutes. That's the proper term. Perfect. And then you want to point your toes out outwards a little bit, okay? So that you can really target your glutes on this exercise. Okay, so this next exercise is going to be single-legged glute bridges, okay? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to raise one leg up and keep it straight, align it with this leg, so make sure it's straight, and you're basically going to do the same movements. So up, yep, back down. Sometimes what's really, really good for you to do with this exercise is if you go up and you hold for 3 seconds, and then you go down. Up, and then you hold for 3 seconds. You go down. So then she's going to switch legs. Up, 3 seconds, down, up. You want to make sure you keep this leg straight, okay? So those two exercises, like I said, they're called glute bridges. So you did the regular glute bridge and then the single-legged glute bridge. So how would you add weights to that at the gym? Basically, you can hold a dumbbell, and then obviously as you get more and more comfortable with exercise, I think the final step to this would just be with a barbell, but that's literally if you have to just be very consistent, but that's how you're gonna grow your glutes, okay? You're just going to slowly add weights, but at home, you can start with no weights, and then you can just hold the dumbbell, kettlebell also works. And then a lot of people also like using resistance bands, but for this exercise, I would prefer to just do it without anything, and then add weights. So now I'm gonna show you guys another variation, and let's check it out. So this one is a little different, so you're gonna lay down on the ground. Which way? You can do it over here, this way. Actually, no, over here, because then it shows. Yep. So you're gonna put your feet on the wall.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, it's like
the elevated one, yep. So for this glute bridge variation, you want to keep both feet flat on the wall, against the wall. So put them flat on the wall. Yep, bring them out downwards a little bit, yep. So you can kind of do...
Is it a 90 degree
yep,
angle?
90 degree angle, and I should show over here. You can back up a little bit more.
So am I gonna, what do you mean, just go up like that?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You can bring your feet, yep.
Yeah,
You got to be into a comfortable position. Right. Awesome. So, do you feel that on your glutes, Roxa?
Yeah.
Hold on. For this exercise, Roxa's going to put both of her feet against the wall, kind of creating a 90 degree angle with her legs, and she's going to go up, squeeze, tighten your core with this so that you can also work your core as you're doing this exercise. A lot of people like to do this with weights as well, but if you're a beginner, just do it with no weights, okay? So elevate, feel it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then another variation to this exercise, we're going to do the single-legged ones, which is also really good. So she's gonna do the same movement, but she's going to raise one leg and keep it straight and go all the way up. The closer you are to the wall, the more you're gonna feel it on your glutes. So if you go a little bit closer to the wall, yep.
I'm sliding though.
Yep. So, Squeeze. Do you feel it more?
Yeah.
Squeeze. Go back down, back flat on the ground. Squeeze. Up. Down. Really, really good for your glutes and for your core. Absolutely love this exercise, so highly recommend doing this at home, okay?
This is a great way to isolate and strengthen the glutes, muscles, and hamstrings. And if you do this properly, you will also strengthen your core. So it's really important that you are doing the right movement for this.
All right, so we did the glute bridges on the floor, single leg glute bridges. Now we're going to do hip thrusters. Hip thrusters is literally one of my favorite exercises. For a lot of people who have knee problems, like knee issues, and they have a hard time squatting or doing lunges, but you still want to grow your glutes, I highly recommend doing doing the hip thrusters. Literally, I do them once, twice a week. And this is an exercise that, you know, you can add more weight as you go, and obviously the heavier you lift, the better results you're going to see. But that doesn't mean that you can go too crazy with the weights. Don't go too crazy with the weights, seriously. You'll literally break your back. You'll break your back. But so Rox is going to demonstrate how you can do this exercise at home, and you can also do this with dumbbells, kettlebells, any weights that you have at home. But I would highly recommend trying it without any weights at first, seeing how it feels, and then once you get the right movement, you can add weights, okay? And then go down. So if you are holding weights, you would just hold the weights and drive you up. This, like I said, my go-to booty building exercise. She's going to demonstrate it without any weights. And this exercise can be tricky because you don't want to hurt your back at all, and you don't want it to feel weird because you know you can get injured really easily doing this exercise. So you want to make sure that you're doing this right. So I'm going to demonstrate it with Rosa, okay?
Okay, so you start with your shoulder blades against the bench and your arms spread across for stability. If your shoulders don't reach the bench, you may need to start with your butt slightly on the floor. Bend your knees about 90-degree angle. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Take a big breath in, blow your air out fully, embrace your core. Squeeze your glutes, lift up your hips, and hold a second or two. It is very important that you don't hyperextend your lower back at the top.
Nice. Go down.
Personal trainer.
I know, right? Yep, so you go up.
I just pretend like I have a bar.
Yep. Yep. Nice. And I'm gonna show.
I get from the bottom stuff.
Yeah. Okay, next exercise, we're gonna do hip thrusters, but with a little kick. We're gonna do single leg hip thrusters. And why do I like to do single leg glute bridges, hip thrusters, whatever? It is more challenging, but you do isolate your glutes as well a little bit more, and it helps you allow flexibility as well. So I would highly recommend switching up your routine when you're doing these type of exercises, okay? So Rox is going to do the same thing, but except she's going to be raising one leg up in the air, okay?
So this one could show.
Okay.
Well, you're in the way. Sorry. Does it go all the way in the air?
So you can do it two ways. You can do it with your legs straight, or you can bend your leg as well.
Like that.
It's however you find this more comfortable for you. So do you prefer it like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
I prefer it like this. And if you want to really, really challenge yourself with this exercise, hold some weights. Hold a kettlebell, hold a dumbbell, and it's going to burn, okay?
It also burns without weights.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. I know, right? Like,
but I like it.
Nice. So you're going to switch to the other leg. Yep. Nice movement. Squeeze. Nice.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will be back for more. Love you all. Kissies.